My name is Oliver Queen. For 7 years, I have fought with only one goal, to save my city. But now a new threat has emerged. A danger so severe it has forced me to leave my family in order to face it. And it won't be enough for me to just be the Green Arrow. To prevent the crisis that's coming, I'm gonna have to become someone else. I am gonna have to become something else.
Yo, what is going on, guys? Flashverse here, and welcome back to another video on Arrow Season 8, and this will be my review for Arrow Season 8 Episode 4, otherwise entitled Present Tense. Now, before I do that, don't forget to smash the like button and subscribe button so you are aware of more Arrowverse content coming your way. Now, just a warning for those who don't know, I did say this is my flash review just in case. If you guys want to see my flash review for the latest episode, I will link it in the description down below. But anyways, there will be no episode for Arrow and the Flash due to Thanksgiving next week. I'm not really sure about Batwoman and Supergirl, but yeah, there is no episode next week, so don't waste your time staying up late so you could watch the two, or even try to watch the episode, because there is no episode next week. Now, obviously, spoiler alert, if you haven't watched the episode, then stop watching this video, because I'll be covering some major spoilers. But yeah, so basically, click off the video, go watch the episode, and come back. But for those who have watched the episode, or those who don't care about spoilers, then here is my review. Now, I'm gonna say this before I start the video. After this episode, I 100% get why no one likes Mia. I started disliking her as well. Like, she acts way too badass, even for like the simplest scenes ever. She thinks she's the best. I absolutely 100% disliked her after this episode, and she was definitely the worst part of this episode and ruined it to a point where this episode is the worst episode of this season so far. And whenever she got any screen time whatsoever, I was just like, get out of this scene. However, towards the end, she did kind of redeem herself after that one scene, which I will cover later on in this video. So basically, this episode kicks off literally 3 seconds after last episode. So it kicks off with Oliver reuniting with his future kids, and man, Stephen Amell's acting was amazing in this scene. Now, William and Oliver had such good scenes together, and obviously William was happy that he saw his father again, and this scene was absolutely so good. All actors killed it except for Mia. Now, when Oliver tried to approach Mia, then like, she stood away and didn't seem happy, but she's like, how is this possible? And then Connor ends up saying dad to John Diggle, and obviously Diggle was confused, and that's when William finds out that they're stuck in the past, and Oliver reveals to the future Team Arrow that they're in 2019 instead of 2040. I was gonna say 2020, but yeah, 2040. And Team Arrow, well, Diggle already knew, but the other members of Team Arrow found out that Oliver had a daughter. So yeah. Now, we had a funny moment where Team Arrow were talking about them, like the future Team Arrow, and Renee says to Diggle, at least you didn't throw up like you usually do, and it was quite funny. Now, we had this scene when Oliver took Mia and William home, and Oliver was like, so you finally grew up with each other? And William was like, we actually found out about each other recently. And Steven's acting in this scene was on point. It was so hard to watch. It was so emotional. And whenever there's a sad scene, Stephen Amell, just like this scene, always kills it. Now, William also makes up for like lost time and talks about his like billion-dollar company and other things like that. And William and Oliver's scenes were really good. Now, this episode did seem like a setup for the Green Arrow and the Canary's backdoor pilot, which was kind of obvious due to Laurel, Dinah, and Mia sharing some scenes together, Well, not well. Dinah barely shared any scenes with Mia, but Laurel shared a lot with Mia, so it does kind of set this up. Now we do cut to Star City Hospital, and some old guy has a bomb surgically implanted in him, which was gruesome, and we find out that the guy behind this terror attack was Deathstroke, and no, not Slade Wilson, not JJ from the future, not Kane Wolfman, but Grant Wilson, which was a shock for most people. Now, in my trailer breakdown, I did mention that IMDb did say that there would be, well, Grant Wilson would be in this episode, but the guy behind the mask, at least I thought, would be JJ, but no, it's Grant Wilson. Now, we do hear William say this is the beginning, and he's obviously referring to the downfall of the Vigilantes and Star City. Now, future Team Arrow were like full of lies in this scene. This then ended up with the future Team Arrow trying to like bust the Deathstrokes because they found out the hideout from like the future hideout, and they're all in some like a bomb territory, so they basically got trapped. But then OG present day Team Arrow come, not OG, like present day Team Arrow come in for the rescue and save the future team. Now this does lead to the scene where the future Team Arrow tell present Team Arrow everything that happened of future Star City, and they say like Star City 2040 is a very bad and corrupt place. JJ being Deathstroke, and JJ killing Zoe, and this does lead to an like argument between Diggle and Renee, and obviously Diggle is in complete shock. Connor and Diggle also had some strong scenes together, and Connor is definitely my favorite character of the flash forwards. Now, we do have such annoying argument between Mia and Oliver, like when Oliver didn't let Mia leave the bunker because of how angry she was and things like that. She's like, Nissa, I'll go train me. You want to see how well? And I'm just like, piss off. Who do you think you are? And she also accuses Oliver for the choosing the multiverse over basically his family, and Oliver says I chose right, and then bruh, no brainer. Like multiverse versus your family, and Oliver chooses the multiverse. Like come on, what on earth is wrong with this character? And Mia replies something like, you are an ordinary man, just in my way. And I'm just like, oh my god, someone please just drive an arrow through this woman's head, honestly. I used to like Mia, but after this episode, no freaking way. I really hope that they fix this character immediately. Now, anyways, this does lead to a sick scene between Team Arrow versus the Deathstrokes, and Mia defeats Grant Wilson, and we did get a nice slow motion shot when Mia shot the arrow and then like exploded on him. It was a really good scene, but then Mia tries to kill Grant Wilson, and Oliver reaches there last minute. Oliver shoots the grappling hook arrow to Grant Wilson to like move him out of the way, and then Mia grabs another arrow about to kill Grant Wilson, and Oliver stands in the way, and obviously Mia refuses to kill him after that. But now this could mean that the future is changed because Grant is now arrested and he's gone to Gotham City, which was a good, cool reference. So this could lead me to believe that JJ won't get trained by Grant anymore. I mean, Grant could always escape prison, but for now, it looks like that the future is changing. Now, Curtis tells Oliver about the antimatter replication. So Oliver builds a weapon to stop the monitor, not the anti-monitor. Stop the monitor, and we find out that Oliver is going to Russia next episode, and that episode is titled Prochnost, which is translated to strength, I think. I asked my Russian friend about this, so it could be wrong, but he's Russian, so it's probably right. So Prochnost, strength. Now we get a nice scene with Mia and Oliver, which was a nice scene towards the end of the episode, where like she's in the old Queen Manor, facing Robert Queen and Emiko Queen's grave. In this scene, Mia kinda redeemed herself, but not quite there yet. But I hope that they fix this character urgently, because she was so annoying and just rubbish in this episode. Now we get this sick ending of the Monitor going up to Laurel, and I was kind of confused. I'm like, what? But then he says he will bring back Earth 2, and I'm like, oh, this is getting interesting. She's like, how will you do that? And the Monitor's like, you only have to do one thing, betray Oliver Queen. Now, I don't think she will do it, due to there being like a limited amount of episodes left till Crisis, and she's already betrayed Oliver like 3 times already, so I don't think they'll do it a 4th time. I mean, she might do it, we don't know, but I don't think that she will do it. I think that she will tell Oliver right after this, or towards the end of episode 5. I'm not really sure, but yeah, I don't think she will do it. Now, overall, this episode was good. It was good, but I was very disappointed. It felt like a classic Arrow episode, like it's good, but then the disappointed part comes from Mia, and Mia just absolutely ruined this episode completely. So because of that, I give this episode an 8 out of 10, with my highlight character being Oliver Queen, just because of Stephen Amell's amazing acting in this episode. Yeah, thanks for watching, guys. If you've enjoyed the video, please give a like and subscribe, and I will see you on my next video.